as you talk among your colleagues, it seems as though there's been an incredible revivalism of state rights, federalism, and that has become the roadblock to these power grabs that Biden has been doing. Is that intentional or was it done out of necessity?
Well, it is done out of necessity, but we're very intentional in our purpose. I go around and I talk around the state and around the country. What I remind people of is that this is the relationship we have with the federal government. When you go back to the founding of this nation, the states got together and said, we're going to create a federal government that was responsible to us. And we're going to put in this document called the Constitution a bunch of powers that are delineated and enumerated and defined that say, federal government, this is what you can and this is what you cannot do. Everything not in this document, the Constitution, will be reserved to the states and the people respectively. So the federal government is really supposed to do for the states those things the states cannot do for itself, and everything else is supposed to be left to the states. And I understand uniformity and things of that nature are important, and there are times when the federal government is helpful. But the federal government now has taken the position that the states exist to provide it with more power. And that is not what the framers and the founders of this nation intended. And that is not the way the government is supposed to operate. We need to rein this government in. It is out of control. There will never be enough power, enough rules, regulations, and laws that they're exercising where they finally reached a place where they said, hey, we've done enough to fight COVID. They will never get to a point where they can say, we passed enough regulations, we spent enough money. We will never get there with this administration. And that is what's very alarming with me. And as you said earlier, John, they are basically blowing money into this economy at such a fiery rate that it's just going to blow the engine, and we're going to go into a recession if we don't roll this thing back.